Hello, or should I say bonjour? As some of you know, I'm actually in France at the moment and I'm recording this on my walking holiday. So all's going well and I'm enjoying myself. I came to France via London and got the train to Paris, the Eurostar. And in being in Paris, I walked through the city and I went from Gare du Nord to Gare Montparnasse, where I got a train to Normandy to a town called Granville. And in walking through the town, I saw for the first time since the terrible fire last year Notre Dame Cathedral, and that was lovely to see it. And then when I was in Granville, I went on a boat trip, and there I saw the Mont Saint Michel. And I've realised that over the time of the since COVID has affected us, I found it quite a comfort seeing some of the old buildings. Romsey Abbey is one I love, and Winchester Cathedral and St Michael's Church in Southampton. And I imagine them kind of talking to me. Don't worry, it's okay. And they say things like, "Hey, yeah, times are tough now, but we were here during the Hundred Years' War. We were here during the Black Death. We were here in the 20th century when there were two world wars and there was lots of bombing and destruction and lots of dreadful times." And they kind of speak to me of time, and they speak to me of survival and coming through. And that's been, a hope that I've had, and I trust you've had as well. And that got me thinking about the reading that we sometimes hear called footsteps. Some of you will know it, that someone goes back over their life and they see two sets of footprints. They see themselves and they see God walking with them. But then they ask God, why is it during difficult times in my life that there are only one set of footprints when God has promised to be with us, through all thick and thin, all the bad times of our life? And the answer that they get from God is this: the reason why you only see one set of footprints then is because I carried you. And I know that's brought a lot of comfort to people, but I've been thinking about it, and I don't think that's always true. I don't think God does always lift us out of the difficulties that we go through. I think what his promise is that he will be with us. In the 23rd Psalm, it says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil." Why not? Because thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. And there's another verse that I've been thinking of as I've been walking around these last few days, and it's actually in the book of Lamentations. Lamentations can come across as quite a depressing book, but there's loads of hope in there. And it's Lamentations 3, verses 22 and 23. And we've used it in churches as a song, that verse. You'll know it. "The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning, new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O Lord. Great is thy faithfulness." And I think we really need to know that sense of God's love and care for us, seeing us through whatever we go through, whether we feel God is carrying us through things and making it easy for us, or whether we're really struggling, that the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. So just as those buildings, the Mont Saint Michel, Notre Dame Cathedral, Romsey Abbey, Winchester Cathedral, St Michael's Church, have been through and come through those difficult times, I want us to think today that we're going to get through these difficult times as well. I'm sure there are challenges ahead, but God will see us through one way or another. And I want to leave you with that thought today. So God bless. Thanks for listening. I am doing a blog online of my walk, and you could, if you want to follow that, you can email me. It's daveadcock54@gmail.com, and I'll send you a link to that. But I'll be back next Tuesday, and so I look forward to talking to you again next week. So have a great day. Cheerio. Bye-bye. Au revoir.